Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of talk to me about the process. You had the week off, kind of, the thought there with getting guys healthy and then getting them back and getting their head into, the routine of practice again, get ready for a game.
Yeah, we practiced really hard last week. 3 really hard days, very physical, trying to get better as a football team. And then we gave them, a long weekend, football-wise, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. And we brought them back yesterday morning to start our initial game planning meetings, and then we got them on the field, a 45-minute run around, just kind of get woken up, set the expectations for the week. So they were excited. I think they're refreshed. We're starting to get some guys a little banged up back, which is exciting. And we got 4 big games coming up, and it's just a big stretch of big 4-week stretch. So we needed that. I think it came at a good time, and I think our kids are excited to get back out there.
Kind of talk about the process of taking the good stuff from that JMU game. There's plenty of good stuff to take and implementing into this week and keep that momentum going.
Yeah, we did a lot of. You're right. We did a lot of good things, especially defensively, and we did some good things offensively. And we just keep talking about, we got to keep getting better at what we do and quit having costly penalties and costly mistakes. It just meant that, like I said, it's just huge deals in the game. So, we're going to take the momentum of some things we did well, really talk about the things we didn't do well, try to get those fixed, and just try to play more of a complete game. For us to win a football game, especially one of these last 4, we're going to pretty much have to play a complete game on all 3 phases and not beat ourselves. And that's what I told the guys. I said, look, guys, if we go out there and we execute and we do our job and they just beat us and they're better than us, I can live with that. It's just us shooting ourselves in the foot like we talked about. That's the thing we want to get fixed, and we're going to work on hard.
Is there kind of find yourself in a situation to kind of collectively reach out to give some guys, a reason to show up?
Well, I mean, hopefully all these guys love football.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've really asked our staff to really be paying attention to, and something that I have is, because I don't call plays or run schemes and stuff. I evaluate people and attitudes and things like that. And I just want to make sure the guys that are going out on that football field are going out there and giving us everything they got for their teammates, for themselves, for Southern Miss. And we haven't really had that problem. But it is late in the season sometimes, especially you can have some guys that might be thinking about what the next steps are. We're all thinking about stuff like that. But we all love the game of football. We all came here to represent Southern Miss, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to make sure our guys will go out there and do that.
Kind of speak to Marshall. What can you expect from those guys?
Really good football team. Coach Huff does a really good job of recruiting. They got a lot of talented players. The portal has given and taken from them a little bit, so they're trying to find their way just like everybody in our conference is, really. And that's the thing you see every week, man. It's like every team in this league, there's really not teams that are just so much better than everybody else. You go from the very top to the very bottom. There's a lot of parity in this league, so anybody can win at any time, and it's just whoever plays the best game and most complete game is going to have that opportunity. But Marshall's got a lot of good players. They got a couple guys on defense that can get after the quarterback that we've got to be aware of. They've really been able to run the ball some this year, which is something that we're going to stress about stopping the run. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge, but I do think our guys are going to be prepared for it, and we're going to work really hard this week to be prepared for it. And I expect a really physical football game.
You're kind of at the point in the year where you have to decide on red shirts for kids, what's best for kids, things of that nature. Can you kind of speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. So we're always, especially in a situation like this, and pretty much this way we've always done it, we're going to do what's right by the kid. And we've got some guys that have already played enough games where they're not going to red shirt, and then we got a couple guys that have 1, 2, 3 games left, and we got to be smart by that. And once we get to that point where a kid has played his 4 games, we will have conversations with him and tell him kind of what we're thinking, and let him kind of say what he's thinking, and then make the decision that's best for the kid and his future. And it's a good problem to have. We've got a lot of young players that are really talented and could really help this football team. But we're evaluating that daily, and you're not going to look up and all of a sudden say, oh, so and so played an extra play in the game, we burned his red shirt. That's not going to happen. I won't allow that to happen. That's not right. It's not the way we do business around here. So it'll get interesting, because there's some guys that are going to reach those 4 games here pretty soon, and there'll be some good conversations, and we'll talk it out and do what's best for them.
Just kind of looking forward. Maybe some inclement weather. You guys kind of got a plan for that. You're kind of working, wet ball stuff.
Yeah, we did today. We'll get into that later this week. We'll start doing the wet ball drill, and just emphasize, not turning the ball over, squeezing the ball, you know what I'm saying, and also ripping the ball out, because it's, we haven't had a wet game. Hell, it hasn't really rained here in a while. It's the same, I guess it did last week, maybe a little bit, but so it'll be a unique deal if it does, but we'll be prepared for it, because guess what, they got to play in it too. So it is what it is, and like I said, we'll have a plan to prepare ourselves for it, and our guys just got to overcome it.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.